Many Realme 3 Pro and Realme XT users still have not received the Realme UI update. However, there's a pretty underrated feature of ColorOS 6 and probably Realme UI that I should be talking about right now. In fact, I'm going to be talking about in this video. It's ORoaming, the international roaming thing of OPPO and Realme. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. This is Jared here of Tech Factor. So for the very first time when we start up the app, we are presented with such an interface. To know what OPPO roaming exactly is, let's go to the settings menu and see the about section about ORoaming. So it says ORoaming provides data packages from local carriers in many locations worldwide. Purchasing a data package lets you access the internet without a SIM card. So theoretically, you can access the internet without a SIM card. However, it uses one of your two SIM slots. Now let's go back and see the FAQ section. So does it have any voice or SMS services? The answer is no. It can be purchased overseas or when you're within the land borders, and you can pay via PayPal or international credit cards. It'll be available immediately after purchase. No. It'll be available once you reach the country where you have to use it. You can use the package only on the phone which you have purchased it on. The speed is in general like that of a 3G or 4G network, and I've experienced that the speed is generally 4G. It takes about 1 to 3 minutes to enable the data package. Hotspot sharing is supported in most countries or regions, and if it's restricted, it will be there in the package instructions. The start and end time is, well, it's counted as 24 hours, counted as 1 day. You can activate at 4 p.m. on January for 2 days. The package will be valid January 3rd. You can still use a physical SIM card, but you need to use one SIM card slot for it. It will not affect the original SIM card in your phone. You can get a refund for the data that you haven't used yet. So let's check out if it's worth it. So first of all, I'm going to be searching for Thailand here because I went to Thailand recently. So here you have a couple of options. You've got Thailand 1 GB 7 days, which is $11, which is pretty steep, but not pretty cheap. Then you have 15 GB 8 days, which is $16. So let's do the math, shall we? 15 GB for 8 days. That would mean you get, oh, not the calendar. That would mean you get around 1.875 gigabyte per day. And by this estimate, if you use it for, say, a month, that would be 4 into 16, $64. $64 for a month. And if you multiply that by 73, well, it is still much more expensive than the Geo pack. But considering people don't go outside of their home country for a month, it's not that expensive. Then you also have the pay by day and the data plus plans, which have high speed data plans for a day according to your needs. So that was Thailand. Now we're gonna look at the US. The United States data is pretty expensive. You got $23 for 4 gigabytes. So it depends really on the country where you're going. But if you want to say have a Euro bundle, you have 36 bundle data, which is a pay by day pack, basically 300 MB per day. It's not much. Then you have a $14 package, which is for 7 days, 1 gigabytes. So it's not cheap. But long-term packages can be cheaper than your home country's data pack. Again, in India, it's cheaper than Geo, so that's an achievement. Now, I'm going to look at my orders, my previous orders. So, I used the 1 gigabyte pack, 7 days, and there was a free exclusive data pack that I got at the end. So, once you've used up all your data, you get 20 minutes of 20 MB data, which you can use up. So, I used it up when I was at the airport. Basically, I was in the flight, so I had nothing to do, just browsing Instagram and stuff. So before I give my thoughts about this whole thing, I wanted to show you real quick I can buy a plan. So let's go to Thailand once again. Thailand. And let's buy the 15 gigabytes, 8 days plan. Buy. So you can pay by international credit card or by PayPal. So you can go to national credit card and pay now, jumping to, and then it'll ask for your card details. So that's how you can do it. Or you can go via PayPal. I don't want to do it because it'll probably deduct the money right away. I have an international debit card, and I have more than enough money for this, so I don't want that to happen. Now, as for the pack itself, is it worth it? Yes, it is very much worth it because it is high-speed data that you get in the country we're visiting. So as soon as I landed in Phuket, I started getting high-speed data, so I could play Pokemon Go, Minecraft, Earth, or play pretty much any location-based game. And you should be really careful with the background data that you have. There's an option to restrict the background data on OPPO and uh, Realme phones. You can restrict the background data so it does not use as much data. The advantage to that is it'll basically start using data left, right, and center. So if you've got like Google Play set to auto update, it's gonna start burning all of your data. That being said, if you purchase a long-term pack like the 8-day pack, not a long-term pack, but actually a high data pack like a 8-day pack with 15 gigabytes, you can pretty much use 1.875 gigabytes safely per day. So, assuming you use 2 gigabytes per day, it'll last you more than a week. And let's be real, people who visit any country, like if they're visiting the US, they're visiting Thailand, they don't stay there for the whole 8 days. Like on the air, they're on the air at the airport. They're going back home. They're in the flight. They got Wi-Fi at the airport, right? Have I experienced any network drops? Yes, occasionally, but that was very rare. What do I have to say about it? It's a pretty good service, and it's one of the reasons why I'm apprehensive about flashing a custom ROM on my phone because people don't want to port over features from OPPO and Realme phones onto custom ROMs. So they don't want to port over the Realme Cam or the Realme OPPO roaming feature. This was Cherry Tier from Tech Factor. I hope you have a nice day. Jai Hind.